Great Awakening of Light Lords. Gonna be my second video for today. Cause I got something I want to talk about. Grand rising to those that have not yet awoken. I wish you well on your rising towards finding out that you won't attain a situation until you realize that you need dedication. You will not get in a situation, a certain situation that you want to be in until you are fully dedicated, to the experience, fully dedicated to putting in the work, fully dedicated to actually putting your energy, as much energy as you can, into doing something. See, a lot of people, they say they want stuff. Then they put in a little energy every now and again. They put in a little energy every now and again to get a little bit done. But when you don't actually expound on that, you don't focus on that and expand that, then you're not getting anything done. You just sitting around, focused on other things, distracted, thinking you having fun, when really you just acting and sitting around and being dumb. All I want you to do is do what's true to you.
Mama!
I'm Daddy. And don't be sitting looking like a fool when you see other people doing what you wanted to do. Because you ain't have enough energy and you ain't have enough time to dedicate your life to what's right. You gotta express yourself. And that means actually focusing on the end goal to the point where that's all you feel. That's all you know every single day. That's all you can think about. That's all you can talk about. So every step of the way, every single step that you take is a step towards that goal. You don't have time to be sitting around.
Mama!
You don't have time to be wasting time.
Mama!
You have time to use that time. You've been space-time with your mind, and you curve it into the reality that you wish to experience.
Mama!
I'm Daddy. There is no more time to be wasting time. No more. Until you learn to actually dedicate your mind to something and focus on it, meditate on it daily, prayer and manifestation, then you won't experience that reality. You will never experience a reality that you want to experience without actually using your body, using your energy, using your mind, and dedicating yourself to something. Dedicating yourself to what you really want to do in your life.
Mama.
Every single day. Everything starts with thought. Thoughts create feelings, and feelings turn into action. So when you're acting a certain way, or reacting or responding to your environment in a certain way, it's because of thoughts. It's because you feel a certain way. You act based off your feelings. But see, you feel based off the quality of a thought. And the quality of that thought determines whether you feel happy, sad, angry, frustrated, depressed, anxious, bored. But see, when you bored, it's people saying that there's a lot of people that just say they bored. They don't know what to do. Nah, you know what to do. Boredom is an indicator that you are not using, that you are not applying, that you are not taking the steps of focusing a thought in the first place. Boredom is just unfocused thought. Boredom is just subconscious. It's just subconscious, unfocused thought. That's all boredom is. Boredom is just. I don't know what boredom is. Boredom is always I don't know. It's always I don't know. It's always a. Just thoughts coming. Just random thoughts coming and going. Just thoughts coming and going continuously. So much to the point where the person's mind is not even latching itself onto a thought. The person has specific wants. The person has specific desires, but is not actually willing enough to know, not even doesn't even have the awareness enough to know that any one of those thoughts that deal with the desires and wishes of that person, he or she could actually latch on to that thought. And in that moment, while they're saying they're bored, they could be moving towards that wish. They could be moving towards fulfilling that desire instead of focusing on not having something to focus on when you have plenty to focus on. You have all of this subconscious mind. You have all of this subconscious mind, and your one point is conscious. What's the purpose of that? The purpose of that is so that you can make all of this subconscious mind, so that you can move that consciousness, that point of focusness, of focused awareness throughout the subconscious, to make the things in the subconscious conscious, constantly, infinitely. You just constantly going throughout the subconscious mind, making everything conscious, making everything more aware. And through 4D space-time, you are shooting your consciousness through different infinite possibilities and probabilities of all of the desires and wishes that you can have and want, and seeing which ones will be more beneficial for you to experience through your conscious mind within the subconscious realm. But until you focus that awareness into specific parts of the subconscious mind, you will not curve the space-time around your consciousness. You will not curve the space-time around that awareness, around your awareness, so that it can make a visual for you to experience, so that it can make a visual, so that it will make the movie, so that it will make the data, so it will make all of the ways in your immediate environment collapse into material existence. We must stay dedicated. We must stay focused. We have to be diligent. We have to deal with our gentleness. We have to deal against. We have to deal a gentle flow. We have to deal with this gentle flow of essence, this divine energy that we are. We must become more aware of this divine energy that we are, so that we know how to float on the boat, because life is but a dream. It is not a hoax. It is a dream, but it's not a hoax. It's something for the Most High to experience its own ghost. When we actually start dedicating, bro. When we start dedicating, man. Start dedicating your energy every single day. You know how people get what you call famous or get stuff in their life or get anything. You wonder how these people got it. You think these people just came out of nowhere? You think these people just came out of nowhere and was like, oh, I'm a big artist, or I'm a big musician now, oh, I'm the best doctor or best doctor in the world. I broke a Guinness World Record. You think these people just sat around and not did anything? No. You think these people just did it one time? Okay, one time, yeah, okay. Or a couple of times, 3 times. And just, okay, I can do that. And then they do anything else, just chill for the rest of their life. Just nah. Okay, I know I can do that, so nah. I know I can do it, but I'm not gonna show it. I know I can do it, but I'm not gonna show it. That's the type of mindset people on subconsciously thinking. Subconsciously thinking, people on the mindset like, oh, I know I can do it, so I ain't really worried. I know I can do it. Instead of doing it. You know you can do it, but you're not doing it. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. That means if you have the faith, which is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen, the evidence that you have the evidence of things not seen, meaning people haven't seen it. You got stuff in the back of your mind. Okay, you know you can do it. You got the evidence. You didn't prove it to yourself that you can do it. But you don't work it. You don't work it. You don't put it into practice on a daily basis. You don't put that work into practice on a daily basis. And take what God has given you and show it. Say, look at what God has given me. That's what we need to be doing. This is how the people in the world, even though we're in the lower self right now, this is how the people in the world right now are actually getting what you call famous or getting exposure. And all these people are worshiping them and shit like that. We're supposed to be worshiping each other. Fuck that idolatry shit. That's how that idolatry doctrine. Fuck that. I'm talking about shit that's before the Bible. I'm talking about shit that's before the Quran, way before any text. Period. I'm talking about something way before any text. I only use that text because I was brought up, because I grew up around that text, and pieces of those texts actually help enlighten me or connect me to the original nature that was before those texts even came. That's why they written. But those texts. People just talking bad about them. No. Of course, it's not gonna be completely true. That don't mean you don't need to take the truths out of it. And then connect back to nature. Connect back to the earth. Connect back to the motherboard. And get the rest of it. Complete it through your melanin. And actually start working the information that you're getting. And putting it to practice. Because you gave yourself this body for a reason. You gave yourself a brain, a heart, lungs, liver, kidney. You gave yourself legs and arms, facial expressions. You gave yourself all of that for a reason. So that it can be expressed. So that God can worship himself through himself. So there can be nothing but him. God is narcissistic. God is sociopathic. You got to be completely dedicated to it. You got to get on people's nerves. You got to get on people's nerves. You got to constantly repeat it. You got to do mantras. Meditate on my word daily. Meditate on these words daily. Don't let nobody else, don't let anybody else with another doctrine come in here. It's because it's not of me. If it's not of this doctrine, then it's not of me. Don't listen to that. What that means is that you need to completely focus on what you need to do in your incarnation. In this incarnation, you need to completely focus on what this incarnation can do to better the experience of the all that is. Coming from the nothingness, reflecting on itself. Because people think when I say reflect, they thinking I'm talking about some type of mirror or something. Yes, it's like a mirror, but when you reflect, a mirror is just a symbolic representation of what it actually is. A mirror is just a symbolic representation of actually reflecting on your own thoughts or focusing on your own thoughts to the point where you can completely see yourself without even looking at a mirror. Reflecting on your own thoughts so you can completely know yourself. And then knowing that everything that's thought, everything that you can focus on is actually out here. Everything out here is a reflection of thoughts in your mind. So when you know that, then you know that, oh shit, I came from this. So I need to connect to this. Oh snap, this came from this. Or wait. Nothing came from nothing. Everything came from nothing. It wasn't this first or this first. Everything always was. And it just depends on what we can see. Everything that we can see depends on our level of awareness and how much we can focus on something. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. So everything is happening in divine order and perfect timing based on the awareness of the experience going on. So when I'm not focused, when I'm not as focused as I'm supposed to be, I'm going to have more negative emotions. What? And the more I'm focused, the more positive emotion, the more happy I'm going to be. The more I'm going to feel like everything is happening exactly how it's supposed to happen in my life. And I'm going to be doing everything that I need to be doing in my life every moment. Woo! This knowledge is amazing. But the knowledge is nothing without application. So I'm telling you, Light Lords, rise up. Wake up, sleeping gods. And actually put your mind to use. Put your thoughts into action. Manifest, materialize possibility. Materialize possibility. Embedded in your memory. So you can have the highest thoughts in your infantry. You can know that no one can mimic me, but we are only mimicking the infinite and complete in a miniature scheme of things for us to see how we are so unique. Preach. I am everything. And I am no thing at the same time. I am in superposition. When you know that you're in superposition, then you're going to dedicate your... When you know that you're in superposition, meaning that you everywhere at one time, that it's easier for you to not focus than it is for you to focus. And you actually overcome not focusing, getting out of your boredom, and when you're not bored, distracting yourself from actually making the path, creating the path through your 4D space-time curvature, through focusing your mind, being in space-time, around your awareness, your consciousness. Then you will overcome that superposition. And you will take the wave, the infinite wave of potential, that infinite wave of potential, you're going to take that infinite wave of potential and materialize it into something physical, an experience that you can have to put in the Akashic records inside, embed your DNA and activate certain genes within you and your lineage, so that when you finish your mission as your incarnation, then you can come back in a meditative state, knowing who you were, knowing who you are, and be fully conscious in the all that is. Through generations, your generations will consciously know that they are all one with each other and are the same being, and be able to experience each other's lives like we used to, and like some indigenous people still do today, and can tell you, go research. Because I know some of you, when you go to sleep and you have your dreams, you experience other people's lives. And then the next day, you might be in a conversation with those people and they tell you what they did, and then you be like, oh snap, I saw them out. You think that to yourself, but you don't say nothing. You so deeply connected with this person that you think y'all one. Intuitively. It's to the point where you can experience their life. No, son. To the point where you can experience a whole nother person's life. Whole nother person's life. This is what we used to do. We used to gather up in groups. Even though every person got their own incarnation, every person got their own purpose or mission to do within their life, we used to come together at certain times, or certain divine timings. We used to come together and be in a meditative state so deep that we'll actually shoot off and in 4 or 5 minutes experience fucking lifetimes. Experience lifetimes. And all at the same time come back with this information so that we can know what to do in our society, in our current society, so that we can know exactly what to do and how to stay in tune with nature and how to actually live in tune with the earth like our ancestors did. And we are the reincarnations of our ancestors, so we need to get back in tune. We left out of that state to learn why we don't need to not focus. Now it's time to focus. Now it's time to manifest. Now it's time to be heaven on earth. Over 2,000 years ago, they say, Jesus Christ said, let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, in the Lord's Prayer. So now it's being done. It's being done. Dedicate yourself. I love myself. Appreciate that. Higher self. You know what's good? Because in the beginning, when this was all focused upon simultaneously, we agreed that this is good. We agreed that all of this is good. And leaving that perception is when we started to see things as bad. Good or evil instead of just life. And parts of ourselves didn't want us to see that life. After we started seeing from good and evil, they didn't want us to get back to their life. But now is the time. Now is the time. I love myself. I am John Mashak, and I am here to live out and teach higher wisdom as an example for the collective consciousness. And I say today that we will fully dedicate ourselves to our missions, our goals, and our objectives so that we can complete them for the betterment of the all that is, through it downloading into the Akashic records and activating our genes so that all of the generations infinitely can be experienced fully and more prosperously. And this is our endowed power. Simply focusing. Simply focusing. I love myself. Share the video, family. I'm out.